Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to our morning note, G.A.R Capital on YouTube. What's going on, all? Catch me every day, market day, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome aboard again. Make sure to like and subscribe our videos. Bottom right corner is a little square with our icon. Click it, subscribe today. We're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers. I'm going to remind you guys every day till we get to 4,000 so we can do a live trading session. You and I. All right, welcome. It is July 9th. 2020. Let's go ahead and go over the futures market, shall we? Dow futures are flat, down 3 points. Nasdaq, the beast, the rally without end, question mark, up 62 points, 0.59%. The beast, that is the Nasdaq, and the S&P 500 E-mini futures up about 4.75 points, 0.14% at 3168. Russell futures are flat. VIX down 1%, 1.21. Crude oil down 0.39% at 40.74 a barrel. Bitcoin futures slightly down, 94.85. Gold futures down slightly as well, 18.18 an ounce. Silver futures soaring, 19.31 an ounce. I think it's the highest since last year. Let's look at 10-year bond yields. I think I can get that for you. I usually go to CNBC to get this, and I'll go over some news here. Bond yields down about 2 basis points, 651%, 0.651%. Dollar yen for my forex people down 5 pips, 107.21, and dollar index pretty much flat to the downside, 96.36, and 128 for gasoline futures down 0.29%. So better than expected jobless claims. That's every Thursday. Let me get you the exact total. Initial jobless claims was 1.314 million versus 1.375 million expected. The last report, which was last week, 1.427 million. Futures are pushing with that better than expected news. Some analyst calls. I'll go and read them out to you. Goldman Sachs upgraded Keurig Dr. Pepper to buy from neutral. SunTrust upgraded Regeneron to buy from hold. Morgan Stanley upgraded Cisco to overweight from equal weight. I own shares in Cisco. Cowen downgraded Square to market perform from outperform. So Square has been a name that's been run up very quickly. Piper Sandler raised his price target on Chipotle from to 1450 from 1100. Needham initiated in Alibaba as a buy. We own that. Funny enough, Alibaba has been on an absolute tear. We talked about it yesterday. I had the 250 calls. The thing's now at, I believe, let me get the total here. Where is it at? 268 now a share. Absolutely a monster. Chinese buying spree. Again, I own shares in that. I'm up about 46% on the shares with our investment club. Bank of America raises price target on Peloton to 72 from 54. Bank of America upgraded Pentair to buy from Perform, and Wedbush raised its price target on Microsoft to the street high to 260 from 220. We also own Microsoft, one of our favorite stocks and one of our top 10 stocks of 2020. It is now trading at 215.76. We talked about Microsoft yesterday. We talked about Apple yesterday. If you went ahead and pulled those trades, you did very, very well. You're going to be a very happy camper today. So we'll go ahead and talk about that. Again, we talked about low volume. Yesterday's volume was the lowest in the S&P's SPY, excuse me, since February 19th. We know what happened after that. Does that mean we're going to fall off a cliff? 37%? No, but again, just lower volume. I talked about that yesterday, being people on vacation. Next week is earnings season, so again, don't expect tons of volume. The main thing that everyone's moving to is your big cap tech names. Again, FANG names, right? Facebook, Apple, Netflix, Google, throwing Amazon in there, throwing Nvidia in there, throwing Microsoft in there. Those are the ones that really move. Called the FANG man, if you want to call it that. That's what I've read online. FANG man. I like that instead because it includes all the really big boys like Microsoft and Nvidia, which I own as well. So again, Netflix hit an all-time high, about $505 a share. So it's done very well. Very tough to trade because it's a little pricier, but again, it is soaring. So big cap tech, I mean, is it going to run up forever? I mean, it is breaking new all-time highs almost every day. That makes me a little worried. More like you want to ride the train. But again, like I tell people, if there's a time to take some profit, you can. Again, I don't know your situation. I'm looking at futures right now on Nasdaq. We can go over that together. You can see on the daily, it's an absolute beast. I mean, the high was 9,800. We broke to 10,000. Remember, 1999, during the dot-com bubble. It was at 5,000. We doubled that. So 10,730 is 11,000 in the works. Sure. I mean, as long as you have an accommodative Fed and you have low rates and more liquidity, you're gonna have a flight to safety now. Big cap tech, Apple, Microsoft, these are companies that make money. Names make money. They also give a dividend. I mean, banks are underperforming, materials are underperforming, consumer staples are underperforming, industrials are underperforming. These are what we call value names, again, because they pay a nice dividend, usually cash intensive. But at the end of the day, a lot of traders, a lot of investors are moving their money over to more consumer discretionary, more growth names. So it looks like that's usually the start of a bull market where a lot of, or not the start, but like using the middle of a bull market is where you get that rotation into consumer discretionary, growth, tech, those kind of names, biotech. But again, value is taking a hit. Banks, I would love to see if the banks participate in the rally, but again, with low rates, their margins get cut. Industrials, we know the drill, low unemployment, not exactly high unemployment, not exactly looking for infrastructure yet, unless we get an infrastructure deal passed through Congress and the president. But we know with politics and an election year, that's a difficult one to put through. But what I have read is that it is a bipartisan effort to make infrastructure plan. If you are bullish on that, you think an infrastructure plan will pan out, then you want to get into some industrial names like a Caterpillar, a John Deere, etc. So that would be very helpful. But at the end of the day, we don't know what's going to happen. So I've said it before and I've said it again why we're bullish. And I've said it for months now, I've said it for a long while now. And these dips have to be bought in a sense. So it's very difficult to see this market and then kind of position yourself in because it feels like it's going up every day. Now, will it go up every day for the rest of our lives? No. But I would see any kind of move to the downside, 5% move, 10% move, if you can get it as a really good opportunity to buy some names that you really want to get into. So again, like an Apple, an Amazon, a Microsoft. I know Amazon's expensive, but again, these are opportunities for you if you get dips to get in. So I recommend a nice little shopping list. I have mine. Put it on your monitor, put it on your folder, put it in your book, whatever, and start looking at names that you want to buy. A couple of things I'm looking at: Facebook breakout, beautiful chart. I posted on the Twitter, G.A.R Capital. Again, nice ascending triangle. Looks like it'll break resistance. That's a play you want to get in if you have not bought shares in Facebook. Again, I know everyone's always worried about the advertising thing and their headlines, but there was a headline saying here, and I'll read it to you on Facebook, and then I'll answer your questions, that Facebook beats the claim judged throughout this deal. Facebook beats claim it's anti-competitive on digital ads. So Facebook is going. So at the end of the day, uh, let's see here. Dumbfounded by Tesla, Morgan Stanley, Jonas cites the power of hope, issues 1800 price target range. Tesla, another one. Again, we've talked about that. So it's difficult in a very strong bull market in tech to position yourself in because the dips you get scared to buy in, and the top you just get FOMO. So again, kind of relax, wait for a pullback. It's going to happen. You're gonna get some kind of a pullback, a 2, 3, 4% day to the downside. I mean, pick your headline. It could be anything: a COVID spike, election fears. It's always something, but that's your opportunity on your shopping list to see what you want to get. So just keep that in mind. But again, the Nasdaq's not going to go up forever. That's not how it works. I mean, not straight up, anyways. You'll get some dips here and there, and they'll give you some opportunities. Just stay patient, be a sniper. But for right now, if you're a options trader and you're call buying, you want to take a look at the FANG names again. FANG man, right? Nvidia. You want to take a look at Apple, Facebook. Qs are a good one. Microsoft would be good. BABA's been on fire, so obviously use proper risk management. But again, I would just solely stick to tech. Try not to deviate. I'd rather you master four stocks and their movements than to look at hundreds of stocks. The best traders I know focus really on a sector, or they focus on like 4 or 5 names, and they stick to that. It gives you the discipline. So that's just a little advice there. All right, let's answer some questions here, and there's a lot. Good morning, everybody. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. What would be your entry point? Paul is asking on Square and TTD, which is Trade Desk. So let's take a look at Square. Square, I would like if I was going to get it, and I haven't bought. 119.14 would be your 100-day moving average would be a good way to leg yourself in. It's at 131.80 now. Again, Square I think will be kind of a pullback here in a bit. Nice little $2 fall. I mean, but I wouldn't buy yet. 119.14 seems to be the move. And Trade Desk 469.27. I would say if you got you have small little gaps here, 433.96. That 100-day tends to be support. on these tech names. So again, I like the 100-day moving average as a kind of a guide. The 200-day is also a good one. So I would say 433.96, your 100-day moving average on the hourly should be a good move to buy. What are you watching today? Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, Q's, BABA, those kind of names. Um, I have a trade on Facebook. I also have Apple with our members. I also have no, I think that's it. I only have those two, and I also have an E-mini futures contract long that I'm slightly red on, and also have Walmart. So other than that, that's all I got open currently. So I don't see myself opening new positions today. If I do, it'll be for next week expiry. The apples I have are for next week, so I'm just rocking with that for now. Also, Nick, our VP, also has NVIDIA. I think Anthony, our CIO, has Amazon. So again, our guys have different portfolios. They trade on their own. These are higher risk trades, but guys, these are professionals. They know what they're doing. So again, for us to do a signal, we really have to come together and we talk. I mean, almost every 5 minutes, every 2 minutes, we're on a conference and we're always having conversations about, hey, what's the next move? So it's all about quality than quantity. I mean, this week we've only had like 5 trades and we've hit them all. So it's all about quality here. So again, what we risk is completely different from what we want you to risk. Just a heads up. Let's see. Any entry for FB calls and puts. FB, again, I'm seeing that break here. It's a very beautiful trade. I have the 250s for this week. I went a little more risky here, but I'm just going to go for it. I think we're top 247 here. 250s for next week will be very, very pricey. But again, you have an ascending triangle. You're breaking the resistance. These are the kind of setups I love as a trader. So I really like Facebook moving forward. Maybe take a look at next week's 260s. Around that 255 should be on the cheaper side if you get some continuation. But again, that kind of ascending triangle is what you want for a breakout, and it is right there. Now, Facebook tends to run slow. It really is like a stop and go stock. It either ramps up 5% or it falls about 2 or stays kind of chopped. So again, just keep in mind, I would say give yourself next week. And also, Microsoft reports next week too. So keep in mind, you could get a run up into earnings. Could be very interesting. So the premiums could be juiced on a Microsoft next week. Apple call still good for next week? Absolutely. I personally have the 400 calls for next week. I think we get it in the morning. It's at 385.07. If we get to 386, we're gonna get 40%, and we're gonna wipe our hands with it. Yeah, Tesla's tech too. That's right. Or anything cooking for Roku? I look at the OI expiration. I mean, Roku has been an absolute terror to me. I own the stock, but trading it has been a nightmare, and I hate trading it. But again, ascending triangle, same deal. It is breaking out. I would say maybe break 137 to confirm the move would be good, but I hate signaling it now. I just Roku, it just has a bad taste in my mouth. So does Netflix. So again, 137 I'll revisit on Roku, but it is bullish there. Tesla's Tech 2. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong, Pietro. And Pietro actually texted me yesterday. I'm actually gonna be hiring Pietro as one of our prop traders. He'll be trading some of our money. So we'll make that announcement online. So Pietro and I have been speaking. So congratulations to him. We'll be setting him up pretty soon, around September and August. We're gonna get him set up, getting him some time ready to go. But he'll be our prop trader, and then he'll be making some profit for us, and he'll won't take any risk. It's gonna be my money personally. Our tech stock's going to be dipped soon to buy. I just talked about that, trying to get in a red. It will happen. I promise you. You're going to get some falls. It's going to happen. So don't feel too bad. Just stay patient and wait. That's all you got to do. And while you wait, you're going to see your portfolio go up anyways. What do you think about Roku 717 calls for 140, 150? I would wait for the open. I tend to see Roku in the morning. So just be careful. They usually get those morning dumps. Just be careful moving forward. I'm going to reconnect my headphones and kind of look at it going forward as an opportunity if you break 137. But right now, I'm not doing anything on Roku. Too late to get a play on MSFT runnings run up? No, I don't think it's too late. But again, Microsoft, if you're going to play, you're going to have to play really out of the money plays. Maybe a 225 for next week could be a play, a 230 maybe. So you really have to go out of the money there. And Netflix option prices is just juiced next week. Yep, that's just juiced. Amazon next entry level. I mean, Amazon, you have to get to around 2,900, which is right below the 200-day moving average. It'll get there. You're gonna get those. You're gonna get those falls. What do you think about Apple 400 call next week? I have those. We're gonna hit those in the morning. Sanchez is asking about Twitter. Good morning. Twitter had that subscription thing. I went ahead and traded it myself. I went a little risky for it. I went for a scalp. personally on it. I lost $100 on it because I went extremely light. I bought like one contract. I was up like 50%. I didn't close. I just wanted to run it up. It was at 36.98. I was up like 50%, which is not much in the grand scheme of things. I was just trying to see if I can get a lotto out of it. But again, it fell after Bloomberg said that Twitter said they were not looking subscription-based model. They're planning for it. So I wouldn't touch it right here, honestly, on Twitter. I'd say the news is already priced in. Just move on. Good morning. Any chance Target starts breaking out next week or after? Uh, TGT. I think there's better opportunities when it comes to options than Target. I'd rather not play retail on this one. If there's a retail play you want to play, Baba, Shop, Amazon, Walmart, yes. But Target, I would skip. Thoughts on Space? I believe they received an upgrade. Space, I own. I'm red on it, but I still like it long term. If you want to buy some here, I'm all for it. Space is a long-term speculative play. It's one of my speculative stocks I have in my portfolio, so I like it long term. WNT, yep, I have it for next week. G.A.R, that's right. Pietro knows what's up. Chloe says, congratulations, Pietro. Vipul says, Tesla pull back soon. Thanks, man. Yes, you will get a pullback, guys. I mean, you're not going to go to the moon. It's not going to, Tesla's not going to go straight to 5,000 tomorrow. I mean, you're going to, yesterday was a red day. I know it happens. But again, 1,200 would be a nice level to get back in. Get yourself a little bit of a discount. This is where your opportunity just to kind of relax. Again, lower volume, wait for these kind of movements. A lot of news out there coming. There's a lot of opportunities. Don't kill yourself to get in. I want the stock at the right price, not just any price, unless you really want to get in. Florida says, Carlos, what type of journal do you have for your trades? I remember saying you have a trading journal that'll help. Yeah, so basically, when it comes to the trading journal, I have an Excel sheet. Feel free to email me, G.A.R Capital at Gmail. We'll send you the Excel sheet. It's just a quick Excel sheet that we type in our trades. So I'll send you that to you if you email me. Favorite not so common long-term stock? Oh, not so common long-term stock? I mean, honestly, I'll tell you one that's not common, but people don't really talk about it. It's United Health, UNH. Probably one of my favorites, one of my babies. I've been preaching on that. Everyone gives me crap on it. Oh, UNH, really? But I love that stock. I love health. That's the only healthcare one I want to own. So UNH, a lot of people don't talk about it, but it has yield. It's a strong company, strong balance sheet, great management. My favorite long term, non-common. But yeah. All right, so pretty cool stuff. You guys are on fire today. So for our members, congratulations. Undefeated week this week. Think about it. Undefeated, like not one loser in trade. We're gonna have that continuation. We're really gonna focus on quality, not quantity. So we're not gonna machine gun. We're gonna take it easy. We know the drill. Earning season's coming. We're gonna play the risk close to the chest, and then you're gonna see that Apple should hit today, and Walmart should be closing in, if not tomorrow, or not next week. We have it for next week expires. So we only have two trades open for our members. And Disney was yesterday. Congratulations on that. Disney was a hot one. Good shout out to Kevin and Anthony for that quick look. And so far, so good. I think we're like 5 for 5 this week. Uh, Pretty good stuff. So if you want to join our options group, garcapitalfx.com is the website. Have a good day. Thank you, Daniel. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. Have a great rest of your morning. Happy Thursday. And we'll catch you tomorrow for the morning note at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure on your bottom right of your screen, there is a subscribe button. Make sure to turn on notifications. Like our videos. We really do appreciate it. As always, comments are always welcome. Positive comments, negative comments, questions, whatever. If you have a comment, just go ahead and comment below, and I'll try to answer as quick as I can. Have a great rest of your morning. GARcapitalfx.com is the website. G.A.R Capital on Instagram. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Have a great rest of your Thursday, guys.